18th of December, people on the beach. 3:30 in the afternoon. Someone asked me yesterday, what do you miss about the UK? Is there anything that you miss about moving to Spain? After you moved to Spain, is there anything that you missed from the UK? And it was an interesting one, because after just being home, and the reason that they spoke about it was they watched the videos where I was back in Scotland, and then they watched the videos the next day when I was back in Spain, and they said it was like two different people. The fact that I was wrapped up and absolutely freezing, and it made me think about things that you miss from being in the UK and things that you don't miss. And the things that I don't miss is the weather. Of course not. It's December and I'm in a t-shirt. It's fantastic weather. There are obviously a number of things that you do miss, and I'm going to talk you through the things that I do miss about the UK and the things that I really don't miss at all. So number one that I miss is obviously family. You always miss your family when you move abroad, but in this day and age you've got video phone calls, and that makes all the difference. That's absolutely fantastic. Look at that. There's folks sunbathing down there, so I'm not going to go down too much further. So yeah, you always miss family. So the first thing that I'd say that you miss is family and friends. Definitely family's number one. The second thing that I miss, personally, is going to the football with your mates. It's different if you go to football over here, you know, you've not got that lifelong friendship with people that you've made going to the football over the years. So that would be the second thing that I miss. The third thing that I miss would be some food, but not all. Not all. Because I do think that I've got a better diet here in Spain than what I would ever have in Scotland. I eat more fish, it's more a Mediterranean diet, it's definitely more fish than I've ever eaten. Fresh fish as well, you know, fish that has just been caught in that morning, and ultimately you eat it in the afternoon. Fourth thing I would say would be friends. They're all lifelong friends. And then the fifth thing is hard, because there's not actually that much that I do miss about the UK. And I suppose comes back to family. It's not being there every day to give them a hug, but you overcome that. So what are the things that you like about moving to Spain that makes it all the better? 18th of December, sunshine. I suppose the fifth thing is the weather. Do I miss that weather? I miss grass, but thankfully we've moved to an area where there is a lot of grassy areas, because we spent 4 years living in an area which there wasn't a lot of grass to walk on, your bare feet. You know, I like walking on just the bare grass, and the dog likes running about in the grass and up the mountains and stuff, but down here she can do that. So I would say that that's one that has maybe been wiped off. Things that I love about Spain are the lifestyle. You know, even though it's 19 degrees today, you can still walk about shorts and t-shirts. I mean, there's people sunbathing just over here outside the hotel. The food, absolutely love it. The lifestyle, the work-life balance. Might do a video about work stuff, maybe not, we'll wait and see. But definitely the work-life balance, I've got it perfect. I mean, look, Karen's got set hours. The Mrs. KG's got set hours that she has to work due to the fact that she works for a company. But the fact that I'm self-employed and I do what I do, I've got the absolute perfect work-life balance, and that makes such a difference. And then there's the weather. Having been back in Scotland just a few days ago, the one thing that I did notice was the fact that the weather was horrendous, and it's just what it does to your skin, the cold, the damp. You know, my skin was in, you're just all dry, you just can't get, if you stay in Scotland, you know, because it's just consistently wet. I mean, I had people complaining about like pavements not being able to dry out properly because it's just damp and grey. It's not like that all over the UK, I get that. It's just Scotland. Horrendous place. It's not really, I love Scotland. And it is a fantastic country. So tell me what you miss about the UK if you stay in Spain. Or if you're thinking about moving to Spain, think about the things that you might miss. And then how can you replace them ultimately? And what will you replace them with ultimately when you move to Spain? People move away all the time. People have moved away for as long as people have been able to travel. You know? And it's not a big issue. And it's made easier. It's not like in the old days where you had to write a letter and put the letter on the mail bag and it would go on the ship and it would take around about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks to get to the UK and then get delivered, and then you get a reply about 3 months later. It's not like that in this day and age. It's fantastic. But anyway, that's just a little insight into, and it was the only reason I'm talking about this today is the fact that someone did ask. You know, you looked a completely different person when you've got a scarf and a hat on, and your skin looked really dry and cold, and that's what it does to you. Living in the sun's not for everyone, but I tell you one thing. Do I have any regrets? Not a chance. You tell me. I love it. Absolutely love it. Hasta luego.